G'day everyone, welcome back to Nat's Knackers Yard. I'll be Nat, this will be my Knackers Yard. Today we're going to try and have a look at the knee guard on the little Piaggio mini project and see if we can sort out that coolant leak. I say we're going to look at it. This is what's technically known as post-production, which is a posh way of saying I forgot to film this bit and I'm doing it mid-editing. Right, okay, let's get on with it. Bit of a struggle to get the knee guard off, but look at the state of that. I've got to do something to make that look better. I can't find one to replace it, which is probably a good thing because it would be expensive, but, well, sorry, more expensive than merited on this bike. Let me see if I can do something to clean that up a little bit. Right, much time later, because I'm wearing my flip-flops or my sliders and the washing machine's going in the background, but we're looking a lot better. I've got rid of a lot of the crap that was on it, including all the black crap that was stuck on the outside, with essentially a razor blade and a pair of pliers. Nothing more technical than that, people. It's a bit of a jigsaw puzzle on the back. I have added some strength with the good old-fashioned zip tie on the back. On some of it I need to do some more in the morning, but that is considerably better than was. I might just, in fact, yeah, I'll chuck some back to black on it and just in about an inch thick, and leave that to do its stuff overnight. Yeah, tools wise, razor blade and a pair of pliers, a lot of patience, and about a ton of super glue that's come off that, but it's looking better. It's looking better, and that's all I can really hope for. Cool, that'll do for tonight. Night night, people. Right, another day, and I've put the older staples on there. It's a relatively new gun, that one. My last one just burnt out, but the plastic welding stuff, it's just to strengthen, because it's not going to be enough. Just by melting it on, it's a nice cosmetic fix, if you like, but it's not, I don't say load bearing, but you know what I'm saying. It needs some strengthening. So I'm just going to break out my mini Dremel and get rid of the death spikes on the end. Reminds me of what you put on top of buildings to stop birds, or try and stop birds landing on them. But I'll whip all those off. Right, it's classic Nat time, and possibly the reason why I'm enjoying pissing around with this little scooter so much. I had a little panel that was pushed there, that was pushed out, and I couldn't squeeze it in, so I took the panel off, squeezed it back in, pushed it back in. I thought, oh, there's a little crack there, that maybe I can do something with that, which then meant I took the handle. It's just chaos, and I really enjoy it. Right, and minor aside, I just want to try and sort that out so it doesn't stick out. I'm not repainting or anything, but anyway, let me get on with that. Right, better, not perfect. It's not going to be perfect, but a little bit of the older meltage, and it's better. I might just leave that off for when I'm having a look at the coolant. Let me see if I can get set up. Right, let's have a look at this coolant then. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see. I have run it up to temperature and then left it for a while, but I have sealant around the edge. So a lot of people saying about the pipes, the fact they've got sealant around them, it doesn't seem to be leaking from those. It seems to be leaking from the actual base. So I think it's either the gasket, or it hasn't got a gasket and they've just used sealant, which was probably going to be my solution as well, frankly, but hopefully doing it a bit better. Right, I'm going to whip that off, get the sealant, get the coolant out, and then see what we've got. I'm going to have to move you because we're just going to be fighting for space. But I'll drop you back in once I've got that off. Right, so bolts off. Yeah, not a lot of gasket here. Right, I'm going to have to get you out of the way, and I'm going to tidy up that gasket that's still there. Alright, let's clean all this shit off, I think. I'm going to do it. I may as well do it as properly as I can. No, I didn't say properly. Oh, get me electric. And the issue that I think we've got is the fact that that gasket there is pretty much completely flat. Right, let's get this cleared out, I think. Right, so we're on. I am concerned about that seal, but I haven't got one. Nor do I really want to buy one. So I've just chucked some RTV on there. I think it was leaking actually from the back hoses or the actual filter around it, but we shall see. I've chucked a bit of silicone around the top of the hoses as well. Yeah, let's see if it makes any difference for us, and just give it a run. It wasn't actually leaking when it was running, it was leaking after. Push that out of your view, pretty much. Found the problem. Right, I was wrong. It wasn't a split in the pipe, it's I pulled it too far down, so there's a lug at the back, which means you can't pull it all the way down to the edge. And I think where I and the previous person had done that and tried to pull it past a lug that's at the back, it essentially created a gap up the top. I think it stretched the pipe slightly, so I'm now in the right place. I've chucked on another one just to make sure, but we're all good. Right, let's start pulling certainly the back together, because I'm going to need to put it away because I've got daddy duties. Alright, bit of a confession, that quick repair I did didn't hold. The second I tried to put it back on, it pulled apart again, so I've put a couple of the old heat staples in it, and I found another bit as well. So, right, while I eat my lunch, and I'll chuck these panels back on. Right, I've done lots of bits and pieces and jumped in and out. It's getting quite late actually, I'm losing daylight, and I'm not in the garage, I'm in the garden, but my camera's struggling to cope. I've got the panel back on, mostly. I need to do some finagling on the front edge. I've got no wing mirrors because I took them off, one's knackered, completely non-fixable. That's just tagged on at the moment. I need to sort that out once I've got my wing mirrors, because they effectively hold that on. I've had the windscreen out. I've put a couple of staples in where you can't see them, so that's all pinning it together. I've decided to peel off the L plate because it's old and knackered, and I'll just chuck a new one on which will bind it together ever so slightly, but you know, I've got it locked off at the bottom, so I don't think that's going to get any worse. Yeah, so I'm quite impressed as to how that's turned out. I think I need to buy a cover for that. That just looks dodgy without, in in my humble opinion. Why is my camera struggling to focus? But yeah, I think we're done for the day. I am done for the day. It's getting dark, but lots of running around after kids today. Mrs. has been away for most of the day, so I've had to do a big jack. I've not got quite as much as I wanted done, but always forget the clutch. Stand up. Intermittent oil light. I'm going to chuck some more oil in it, I think. But come on, for fucking focus. I think we're pretty much there. I think wing mirror on when it gets here. Both the wing mirrors on. I need to tidy up the top end because I haven't done it up yet. I just think it looks so much better. I think that's just such a massive letdown. I'm going to have to get a cover for it though. It just looks. Didn't really notice it before, but now it's starting to look better. It's a lot more visible now. I have had a fuel leak. The hose split right at the end. So I think it smells a bit fuely around here. There's a big puddle underneath. But it's a funky little thing. Now I'm doing all of this with my mind on a college student. The missus has pretty much turned off any opportunity I've got to get mine on it, but yeah, it's a simple commute mobile. But yeah, that'll do me. A little bit of fucking around with scooters, always good fun. Cheers all, ta-da.